I kind of like that name. Volume.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Snap content. It's the end of the month, therefore we're going to do the season breakdown for my account. We're going on our next season, which is crazy because we've been here for Weapon X, we've been here for Shallow, we've been here for Star-Lord, and we've been here for Insevenor. So we're going on to the next one, which I think is Strife, which is crazy. So far, I'm still pretty satisfied with Marvel Snap. I think it's still a great game. I have some issues with it, mainly due to how many things are releasing in a month. Like, the amount of Series 5 characters they are releasing is insane, especially since a lot of them have just been kind of misses. I think Celine is kind of a big miss at the moment. I think she's probably going to see a buff. Caliban's pretty good. I give Caliban that, but like there's a cheaper, affordable, more easier option to use, which is Omega Sentinel. And then there's Juggernaut, which is decent if you can get away with him. I think Juggernaut is a decent unit at best. I don't think he's amazing. I think he's decent. Jack Flag's another decent one. Kraglin is kind of butt cheeks. Drax is okay. Magnus, that's the first premium pass I actually like skipped. I was not I feel like the Guardian season was just L's after L's, except for like Star-Lord, which is now an L. And then Moondragon, which is solid. I shouldn't say Star-Lord's an L. He's just a little bit different to play. Drax is good, though. They made Drax good. Everyone else is kind of questionable. Going into our next season, there are a lot of cards coming in that I'm interested in. But I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the trigger on them. I'm not sure if I'm ready to pull the trigger on all these characters that are coming. Wolverine has me really intrigued. Polarius has me intrigued. Storm has me intrigued. It's just, man, it's hard to keep up with all those characters. It really is. Especially when I'm trying to hunt, daily characters as is out of the series packs that we already have. Like, I'm hunting like 8 characters out of this pack right now. So it's like hard to keep up as a player that tried to spend as low as possible and grind as much as possible. So let's talk about the decks I've been using and the decks I plan on using to get Infinite this coming up season, which is going to be an interesting season, especially with how our balance changes are. I feel like Destroy is going to be probably pretty popular. I feel like Shallow is going to be back pretty strong, and on reveal cards are going to be pretty good again. They were never bad, but like the on reveal like Roma-Toot cards. Roma-Toot's going to release with Strife, I think. I feel like we're going to get some weird on reveal combination of cards that are going to happen. But I mainly plan on playing Fantomex. This is my main deck. It's the one I like the most when it comes to just enjoyment and able to win games, though it's been struggling a little bit lately, though that was before the nerfs, so I feel like it can go back to being pretty normalized. Zombies is always a fun deck to use. I got a lot of, not this one, well, I guess it is technically this one with Surge in it. The Chamber one, I should really just delete, to be honest. I don't really use this deck that much anymore. This one's just been really good. I think Surge is so good. Surge is great. I've been experimenting with Chameleon. I actually really like Chameleon in a lot of my decks. He's just, man, he's such a nice plug and play when it comes to like 3/3s, or like if he gets hit with Surge, you can like 2 and then add like a combination of other things. Like if he gets hit by Surge, or if like Zombie Giant Man or Shylock gets hit by Surge, I can like do some ridiculous things on that last turn with him. So Chameleon's been really fun. Scarlet Spider, I need Man Spider, Symbiote Spider, stuff like that for this deck to really take off. Like Man Spider is the big one. Superior Spider-Man would be great over Hope Summers. And then Superior Spider-Man would be also pretty nice. Honestly, the Wolverine that is coming in the game, he'd be a nice plug and play for this as well, because he'd be able to like buff the sides up. So this would be an easy plug and play for like a Superior or Wolverine. I'd probably just take out Elsa Bloodstone for him. I just feel like he'd be easier to use over Elsa Bloodstone. Unless I got Galactica. The Sand deck or the Rock deck would be probably a lot better if I had Black Swan. Like, if I see Black Swan in my shop, I'll probably end up buying her just to run this deck. With the nerf to Gambit, you're gonna have to run Valentina now. I just got her off my Events Series 4, so I'm gonna take that as a sign to, like, use her. I do think you need this character. I've had this character forever, by the way. I don't remember when I got her, but like I think it's out of a random Series 5 pack we got when they start doing the season pass ones. I got her. I just have never had a reason to use her until like this deck. So I'm gonna take it as a call sign to start playing rocks whenever I get Black Swan. I feel like Black Swan is the major missing piece that I'm missing because the issue that I'm having right now with this deck is that my rocks cost too much to play on that last turn, and with Black Swan, they're just free, right? They're just essentially free. I can probably take out Quinjet and run that instead because I'm not a really big fan of Quinjet. I know why it's in the deck. It's just, I mean, I got no variant or anything. It's just an ugly ass jet. So that's a problem. I've had Victoria Hen for a while now since this came out and just have never used her. So I'd like to use her eventually if I can figure out like a good way to use her. So created cards would be cool. But yeah, Ozymandias. He's good. I just need to figure out a way to use this deck. I know this deck is good. I know it's good. I just got to figure out a way to access it to be able to play it myself, which is Black Swan, Mole Man, stuff like that. I feel like I just need a few more of those characters. And this deck would probably be really strong. Probably be really strong. So yeah, those are the decks. Fantomex is probably the one I'm going to use the most. That or this deck. This deck's been really good to me. Like, it's got a lot higher of a win rate than I expected. And it's been really performing nicely. But I just got this variant for Marrow, and it's so, dude, this variant, I want to ink this so bad, dude. This is such a cool variant. So yeah, there's a lot of chasing I have to do. It's just so hard to keep up. So we have 6,000 coins. Unfortunately, I did the goofy. Instead of buying Celine, I gambled twice into Series 5s. Getting point. I got Sage and Nova. Nothing that I want. And there's like 8 characters in here that I want. So I'm moving this out of the way. Characters that I want to go for this season, at least try to knock out a couple of them. Black Swan, a big one that I'd love to get. I would also like to get Galactica. The gold pass was nerfed, so like this sucks because now I have to buy her. She was just in my shop and I skipped her because the thing was still marked as a gold pass. Now it's not. She's kind of taking a backseat though. Like I still want her, but like man, it's tough. Headpool is another option. If I see him, I might pick him up because it makes Destroy better, and I've just been missing him forever. Joe Costa would be nice. Lin Lee would work if I got Morgan Lee Fey. They would go together in the Fantomex deck. You run him, Mora X, and Morgan Lee Fey, and you can do some really cool. He essentially just replaces Wild Child, so it's kind of optional. He's a slightly bigger Wild Child. Man Spider would be huge. This one is the one I want the most right now, just to make my Scarlet Spider deck just pop off. Morgan Lee Fey, of course, would be awesome to get. I also want Superior Spider-Man, and I want Symbiote Spider-Man. And that's where the Wolverine conversation comes in. I kind of want to get Wolverine, the new one that's dropping. And those are like all the Series 5s that I want. When it comes to Series 4, luckily there's only like one that I want in here, which is Deafening Chord. This would just go in my Spider-Man deck probably just as a disabler. I think this is just a nice way to use a disable card that isn't Red Guardian. That doesn't take up space. It's just something I can play as one with Kitty Pryde and hit that 2 card count, right? Really easy disable card. So yeah, those are like everything that I want at the moment. So it's not too bad. There's more cards coming that I am interested in. We can kind of talk about those cards coming in, not the bundles, but the cards. Schedule April. All right, so Techno Organic Virus, I'm assuming is going to be the premium pass. It's going to be kind of like a Doom 99 style card, but like not going to be able to work with them, I don't think. It's going to be like you play the card, your cards get stronger, it goes up in price, you can just kind of spam play it. I think that's how this works. Wolverine's what I'm interested in. He's technically a 412, so I think he'll be pretty okay if you want to play a ramp style deck. I feel like he'd be pretty good in it. You just got to slap him on an Agony or find a way to give him 3 power, and he's going to start cooking. Archangel Horseman of Death, I am interested in, but I'm not like going for him. I think he should be pretty okay, though. Maybe. It's just depending on where you're running him. I was thinking about Fantomex, and the thing about Fantomex is you do kill plenty of things to make this work. Like, you're killing... I'll go back to my deck real fast. I was, like, if you're looking at like how I'm playing it right now, Bucky's dying. Marrow's dying. Chameleon might die because I might copy the Marrow. Luna's little crystal ball thingy or the ice cube dies. I have just enough things that die in this deck that can get revived, but I'm not sure if they'll be consistent. Also, I apologize, my cam's in the way. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. I have exactly what I would need. I think it's a 4 target hunt. Yeah, so it could potentially work. It would work a lot better with the Mora X version, I think, but I'm not sure. Polaris is one that's interesting too, because technically speaking, it works with Fantomex. 100% works. It's just, what am I going to be pulling to the field, right? Because like if we talk about it, the issue with this card, the issue with Polaris in this deck is that you might accidentally pull a Carnage onto your field and kill your Fantomex. You might accidentally pull a Gambit and throw something out. Like, it's a little bit more risky. So Polaris is like one, like, it could work, but it could backfire. So Polaris I am interested in, but I'm not sure if I'd use it for Fantomex. It'd be just more so straightforward a Affliction deck with Ajax. But I'm missing like Man Thing and USA Agent, so like it's weird. We do have Storm. She's going to be a 3-1. This is not updated. She got nerfed. She's going 3-1. So like I'm still interested in her, but I'm not as hyped as I was for her because I feel like that actually makes her a little less useful. But I still think she'll be good. So there are cards that I'm interested in that are coming. I'm just not sure if I'm going to buy them over the ones that I want, because I really want Black Swan. I really want Man Spider, Superior Spider-Man, and like Symbiote Spider-Man. Symbiote's probably one that can take a back seat, but like Superior Spider-Man, I really, really want. Man Spider and like Black Swan. Those are 3 big ones that I just could use right now and would be nice to have. Wolverine would be nice. I could definitely use him. But like, I want to see how he performs first before like pulling the trigger on him, especially since I only have 6K tokens, and like our next gold bundle isn't for a hot minute, and I think it's gonna be Sage, which is a solid bundle. It's Sage, and then I think X23 are the next 2 bundles, and X23 is not until like the end of April, and her bundle doesn't have. It's mainly there for the card art, I think. So yeah, I'm in a little bit of a rut when it comes to what I'm looking to buy into like my currency backup, right? At one point I had like 18K. I kind of regret gambling my series, or like 8,000 points into this. I kind of regret it a little bit. It didn't pay off. It cut this down a little bit, but for what reason? We're about to have all these seasonal 5s go into this in a week, and all that progression is just gone. Like, unfortunately, the Guardians Greatest Hits Volume 2 was like a shitty season in my opinion. I think Jack Flag is decent. I think Kraglin is bad. I think Drax is decent. I think Magus is bad. I think Moondragon is decent, but nothing really stands out as great. Even Star-Lord, who was good, got nerfed. So like, Guardians just isn't a good season. The X-Men Origins of Apocalypse, there are good cards. I think Gambit is still a good card. I think Caliban's a good card. I think Juggernaut's a decent card, and I think Selene is a card that's going to see a buff next patch, or like in the future. I think Selene's the only one that might see a buff. Whenever the Guardians cycle out, and it's X-Men of Origins of Apocalypse and the other season that's coming in, I think I'll be more enticed to pull in, because I won't be getting anything from the Guardians. I think I don't like being mean, but the Guardians just don't impress me. At least here, I won't be mad if I pull them. I can use them. It's just the Guardians. If it's not Drax, I'm not gonna use them. So like, I'll let the Guardians cycle in, and then I might start pulling on this to save 1,000 extra credits or tokens and start trying to go for these units. I don't really want Juggernaut or Caliban or Selene, but I won't be mad if I got them because they're so usable. Especially Wolverine, right? I think Wolverine will be one that's going to be pretty usable. Also, this Destroy Spotlight's really sick, guys. I would go into it if I was like more comfortable where my credits were. The only thing I want from this is I really just want Headpool. That's all I'm missing. I have everything in here except for Headpool, and it makes me so like angry because like he's so good. I even have Nimrod and Null. I'm missing Headpool, so it's like I'll just play safe and wait for my daily cards, because that's the only thing I can really do. So, yeah. Infinite should be relatively not too bad to hit next season. I feel like it's going to be just like any other season. It's just going to be a little bit of a grind. Luckily, I'll get more gold out of that. And currency, I really need the credits. and the free seasonal 5 snap pack along with the battle pass, which will be nice. So the goal of this coming up season is, I think, let's see, how many, let's see, 1, 2, 3. The goal would be to hit 4,810. This is the goal for next season, just to get as much collector coins as possible. We'll see. I'm trying not to spend money, so we'll see how we like. It's a grind, guys. Without spending money at all, it's like the credits are like never there, and then I have to grind for the boosters. And it's just like, oh my goodness. So we'll see. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the account progression. We have a lot to get. 102 in here, but it's about to cycle in 5 more. Sucks. And then I need 49 more. Oh, technically it's 49 more of these, but the only one I really care about is Deafening Chord, and then I can live without the rest for the moment. So yeah, I guess Mole Man and Man Thing would be nice, but like, man, Mole Man and Deafening Chord. The rest I can live without at the moment. So yeah, slowly progressing. But it's gonna be it, guys, for this video. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What deck do you plan on playing early next month as we cycle into the new season? And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.